Morrow, good to catch up. First of all, how's your summer been and how are you enjoying your time out here so far?
Yeah, I had a good summer, thanks. Yeah, got away. We had a bit of a longer break than normal. I had a few injections over the summer myself as well to just get my knee right. First week back, I was sort of just starting out with the group, missed some of the afternoon sessions because we got double sessions in straight away. And then we've worked really hard since we've got here. It's been really tough. Jack's putting us through our paces. The gaffer's been really intent on all the tactical detail and the hard work, counter pressing and stuff like that. So it's been a really good start to pre-season, and we're just starting to get into that phase where the games are coming now.
What's your favourite thing about going on away in a camp like this?
I think it's just getting the opportunity to mingle with the lads a little bit more. You see each other every day, but you get a little bit more time together, and you get to speak about everyone's summer, what they've been doing. James Gibbons got married and a few different things like that, and then you get to meet the new lads as well, and it just connects the team together. And I think that's I like speaking to everyone and seeing what they've been up to, and I think that's a really good opportunity for us.
Talking about new lads, there's been a lot of players signed, especially over the past week or so. Seems like a good mix of youth and experience. What do you make to the club's business?
Yeah, I've played with and against some of the lads, and like you say, I think there's a good bit of experience in there. Some good lads at a good age. Unfortunately, Kel hasn't come away with us. He seems like a really good prospect as well. So although we've got lots of numbers here, we're still missing a few people. So yeah, I think it's been. I think the business that we've done so far is really good. You can see the team coming together. I think we'll benefit from being done a lot earlier than what it was last season. People like Catcher and Jordan have had full pre-seasons, SK as well, and I think that makes a big difference when you get a good pre-season in. Everybody's on the same page, and we've done a lot of work in terms of getting players in, and we've done a lot of work in terms of the tactical detail that we want already, and we haven't wasted any time with that.
And good for as many of those lads as possible to be here on the trip with us as well. It's a good way to sort of introduce themselves to the group.
Yeah, you want them to feel as comfortable as possible, and not be thinking, can I say this, can I go here? Find the people that they connect with best and they feel most comfortable with, and then they can go from there. And I've been in that situation when I've signed at clubs really early on in the summer. You feel really comfortable by the first game of the season, but also when you sign late, it can be a bit daunting because you don't know. Everybody has their little niches when they're playing, little certain styles and stuff that you try and pick up, and then off all the stuff that goes with it off the pitch. So the earlier you can do the business, I think everybody would say the same. The earlier you can get players in the door, the better.
And so in terms of this pre-season in general, you've already touched on it, you said you've been working hard. How has it differed, or what similarities can you draw from pre-seasons that you've had in the past?
There's lots of new staff. That feels like a different feel to what we're trying to do. Obviously, Yuli's come in most recently, but we've got a new head of performance as well, so that's made a difference in terms of the types of running we've done in the pre-season that we've probably seen from other years, and the manager obviously spearheading that. But yeah, you're always going to be working hard, but we've had a lot of double sessions, a lot of hard running, some races that really put you through it, and everybody's come through it really well. Majority of us, have been pretty robust, and once it's done, it's enjoyable, but not at the time.
I was going to say, I know that some lads cope with it better than others. How do you find the pre-season graft?
Yeah, I really like pre-season. There's lots of excitement. You're not sure what you can achieve. There's lots of sessions that go into it, and I enjoy the training. So I really enjoy this period. But it is difficult. It is hard, especially as you get a little bit older. It does become difficult. But I feel like I've personally kept up with the group, which is important to me. I haven't missed too many sessions once I've ticked off my knee with the physio. So I've been personally pleased with how it's gone, and I think the team looks fit and they will get fitter, and the style of play that we're talking about playing, we need to be.
So looking ahead to next season, I know that last 2 years we've managed to stay up, which is ultimately a success, but I get the sense that our aims will be higher going into the new campaign.
Yeah, there's lots of conversations that went on before the summer, during the summer and after the summer. I think the managers are intent on bringing that aspiration, that expectation further forward, whilst being respectful of where we are as a club and what we want to do. But yeah, I think that we want to be looking higher than what we finished the last season. That signifies progress. I think a good starting point is beating the tally that we got when we first got promoted. So I think that's a good target to set. We haven't set any actual targets as yet, but from a personal point of view, you want to be the team that's got the most points, a Cambridge team that's got the most points in recent years in League One, and if we do that, then we'll be in a good position.
finally, we're out here in Portugal, so let's do a few quick fire questions that sort of relate. Beach or pool?
Pool. I didn't enjoy the beach this morning.
Superboc or Sagres?
Sagres. Definite Sagres, man.
The new home, new away, or new third kit?
I like the home kit.
Classic. Find the shade or seek out the sun?
Sun. Not as bad as Danny Andrews, but...
That leads into the next question. Factor 15 or factor 50?
15.
And I'm not sure if you've seen all the news about the crest, but crest 1, 2 or 3?
Number 1, I think, for me. I quite like that one.
And finally, Portuguese footballers, Figo or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.